All right, welcome to tonight's match. We are kicking off here, Thursday night match. And the players are getting set, so we will keep an eye on everything. And Lone Tree on the green side. The green team is already building out. Cupertino is the opponent. They will be on the red side tonight. So take a look over there at them, and we see them bridging out. So tonight's match, this is the first game in a best of 3. No engagement until Emerald 2, which happens in 4 minutes and 39 seconds. So we will keep an eye out and watch the players build. See if Lone Tree can't pull a victory out for the first match. Lone Tree with a standard pyramid formation here as they make their initial build on top of their bed. And taking a look over here, and it looks like Cupertino is also engaging in a pyramid type scheme. For a second there, I thought they might be going for a butterfly pattern, but they are doing a mixed composition build. First time seeing this map, I thought this was an error at first. You get these nice pillars to the sky here. So it looks like we have a single location with a open core. Not sure if you can fall down in that, but doesn't look like there's a large danger of that. So looking here, let's see if we can find where the emerald is. Oh, interesting enough, the emerald might be all the way down there. No, I don't think you can get down there. All right, I'll bite. Where's the emerald? Crazy map. Gotta be around here. So, gotta be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we got 1 emerald there. Do we have 2? Oh, we have a dual spawn. Okay. This is nice. So I've seen dual islands, and I've seen single islands with a single spawn, and I've seen it upstairs, downstairs, but I haven't seen it split like this before. So not where you'd expect it to be in the middle. So we got one to the left and one to the right. So that should make for an interesting fight. Plus, we have this little jump here. So when you bridge to mid, you kind of have this narrow walkway, and you can either try to jump that or bridge again. But you got to be careful, because if you just start running, you easily can fall off into the void here. And very close to the diamond spawn. So interesting here. And it looks like red team is trying to bridge to yellow to the other camp. We'll let them do what they do. Seems kind of superfluous with this, all these protrusions here. There's really no need, because there's nothing there unless they're trying to do a flank, which at this point won't really get them anywhere. And let's see if they reciprocate on the far side. They are not, so they're just kind of burning some blocks. Oh, maybe that they are... it's another base here. Oh, this one doesn't have 2 islands. Interesting map. So you gotta go. So here we have a diamond here, which green has. And we have another diamond here, which green has. But red only has 1 diamond. That's... Oh, no, they have 2. There's their second one right there. Okay. I was gonna say that seemed a little unfair at first. I was gonna say something, but I think we're doing good. So, all right, diamond 2 ending in 35 seconds, and the engagements will begin. So we'll kind of keep an eye out here as the fight is about to kick off. All right, the engagement period has begun, and we are in Emerald 2. As we see Lone Tree quickly bridging to mid, bridging these smaller gaps as they push and get their initial collection of emeralds. Cupertino also on mid as they are attempting to collect their emeralds. Lone Tree pushing over. And Cupertino has a extra bridge out to Yellow Base, which is no longer in use, so see what they do with that later in the game. Right now, Lone Tree just kind of jumping around. Up here comes our first engagement, 2v1, and they take care of the Cupertino player. Now, in this game, remember that weapons do not respawn, but armor does. So sometimes it's an advantage to get to upgrade your armor, but not necessarily your weapons, unless you plan to hang on to them for a while. So Cupertino taking care of some diamonds. Pretty good sized pyramid they got going on there. No crazy structures yet that we've seen. Lone Tree with some minor obstacles and a tower here to guard their base. So some initial early fortifications going up. Lone Tree looks like they are collecting some more resources, getting ready for a push, hopefully, that they'll be making into Cupertino's base. All right, light activity at the moment. Lone Tree sending out an exploratory reconnaissance unit here. Let's see if he's going to run into anybody. So far, no. Well, almost unopposed onto the island, and makes just a run through, doesn't really stay to do anything, and falls off into the void. So Cupertino building up a bit of a barricade there, and Lone Tree making another run. Braden kind of dancing on the bridge to see if he can lure somebody out. Oh, and they have ranged weapons. We just saw them unleash a bow. So, yep, a couple shots going on there. Bows do require a bit of skill because they do not necessarily fly straight. They will fall with time. Braden quickly knocks one of the Cupertino players out of service. And Braden and Zane making a push, setting up a defensive block. Looks like Braden's got, looks like he took an arrow in the arm. Oh, initial fireball launched. Bed on fire, but the underlying structure helped save some of that. As they launch another fireball, Cupertino trying to defend, and Braden and Zane doing some damage here. Taking some damage too. Oh, an iron golem, but it fell into the void. That was an expensive use of an iron golem, unfortunately. Ooh, Cupertino launching a fireball back. Braden into the, or excuse me, Zane knocked into the void. And Lone Tree. Here's Jordan doing some long distance just hazing maneuvers with his bow and arrow set. So let's see if he can do any damage. Looks like he is hitting some players. They're taking some low health, but they, oh, there we go. They are healing, and they all look to be fully healed now, except for this guy here. Leo Gamer is slowly healing, but will heal more in time. So Lone Tree with an initial push, as I almost fall off the map. And Jordan just kind of keeping them kind of pinned down. Good strategy. I like seeing this. Let's see what the rest of Lone Tree is up to. As they respawn up, and here comes the next wave. Well, I say wave. There's only one player, but a player. What we got here? Oh, launching some more fireballs at range. You got two Lone Tree players lined up and taking some shots as Cupertino repairs their bed, but is unable to mount any kind of offensive yet. Lone Tree bridging out to try to create a new flank, but looks like a Cupertino player is going to come around to meet them. And we'll keep an eye on that. And Cupertino launching a fireball back out to the bridge. Trying to harass Zane there a little bit. And Lone Tree looks like he may have fallen into the void on that one. Oh, nope, there he is. There's Zane. Okay, full health. We'd like to see that. All right. Who else is over here? Looks like everyone else is back at the base, building up their next surprise. So let's see what Lone Tree has to deliver for us. As we see them swarming around their base, scurrying little ants. Fly a little high here. Oh, looks like Jackson got taken out, harassing the Cupertino team. Bridge still on fire, which is going to cause a little bit of slowdown if they try to cross that bridge. Because if you walk through that, you'll catch yourself on fire, and of course you don't want to do that. So they'll have to work their way around that or bridge over it, which they'll need to anyway because the bridge is broken here, so no worries. But looks like Zane is going to go ahead and tool around to the flanking side. Let's see if Cupertino notices him over there. Ooh, another Lone Tree player coming up. All right, he'll need to cross the bridge carefully so he doesn't fall into the void. It's not straight. So smart of Cupertino to build a little bit of a diagonal into that, and he is noticed. Fireball launched, no effect. He comes able to get around the obstacle, and Jordan, and Braden, everyone in the base doing some damage. Braden gets taken out. Jordan's still there trying to do some damage to the bed. He's engaging the players, although I think he should probably be engaging the bed. But the bed was on fire, and Cupertino quick to put it out as Jackson looks on from a distance. All right, another engagement. Lone Tree pushed pretty hard on that one, and Cupertino is definitely building up some fortifications now. Lone Tree making their way back to base. And it looks like we're going to have 3 players rotating back and a player forward. No, all 4 players back to base to regroup and see what's what. See if we can't turn this sound down. That is really just annoyingly loud. There we go. We don't need the music. All right. Back to the game. Music done. All right. So, Lone Tree. Looks like all 4 in the base. Okay. Cupertino. I don't see anybody scurrying. Oh, there's somebody. Okay, we see them moving around. And we see some bridging activity going on as well. Okay, so it looks like they're going to go ahead and try to do some flanking. Like we might see some action on this side first. So let's kind of come over here and see who's doing what. Okay, Lone Tree with 1 up in the middle. And Cupertino hanging out at an empty base. Not going to get a whole lot of anything over here. I mean, they can shop. There's iron, but they got iron back at their base too. So I guess he just likes a different store. All right, Cupertino kind of taking a cautious look right now. Oh, here's a Lone Tree player, just kind of checking out the bridge. Looks like we got Zane here. Hard to read his name tag. There we go. Kind of staying hidden. So he can't be shot because you can't really see him from this side. So that's kind of a nice little way to hide. Yep, 2 Lone Tree players and 2 going to the other side. It looks like they might be doing a flanking maneuver. I like to see that. So we got 2 and 2. So all 4 Lone Tree players getting ready to assault the base. Cupertino building up on the bridge to mid. Gives them some higher ground, but doesn't ultimately... Oh, I see what he's doing. He's got the bow and arrow, so he's trying to take some long-distance shots. You have to be pretty accurate for that because that's a distance. Looks like Cupertino launched a fireball, which took out the bridge. And they're launching their own fireball, and that will knock off that player into the void. Another fireball comes in. So got the attention from the left side. Oh, no. Brayden in there doing damage. Red team, oh my goodness, had their bed broken by Brayden. Down to one player. 3v1, 4 actually, because green team still has their bed. Looking for the elusive red player who I think last time I saw him was hanging out in... Oh, nope, they found him. And game over. Lone Tree takes the first round in this best of 3. Congratulations, Lone Tree. We will be right back as we switch out the lobbies. All right, we're queued up here, just waiting for the game to launch in a few seconds. Looks like we have 5 seconds to go. Both sides picking their teams. And away we go. So this is round 2 on a different map. Lone Tree's still green team. Cupertino's still on the red. Lone Tree with the 1-0 lead right now. As we're looking for one more win in order to seal the match. This is a best of 3. All right, we see Lone Tree there with their initial bridge out. Lone Tree with the yin yang, and Cupertino with, I don't know what that is, an owl, it looks like, from a distance. Oops, let's get our speed turned up, shall we, so we can actually zip around this map. That would... Much better. There we go. All right. So it looks like kind of more like a construction zone map. Another new map to me. I haven't seen this one yet either. Looks like we have 1 emerald down low. Let's see. Do we have another one up high? Looks like we do. Okay. So 1 up high, but you're going to have to bridge. Oh, no, there's stairs in there. Okay. Emerald down low. And okay. So on the lower level and then also on the upper level. Okay, that's great. Looks like we have some gantry crane structures here that we can kind of play with. Really, looks like a fun map, honestly. A lot of open air, high ground, mixed height ground. So really good. In fact, if you get one of your archers up here on top of that crane, they can rain down some serious damage. Let's take a look here. So we look from that angle. Oh yeah, just pink, pink, pink. Look at that. All right, well, let's see if our team figures it out. In the meantime, they are bridging out both sides for the diamonds. And looks like Cupertino... Oh, yep, there goes their second bridge. Okay, I was wondering if they were going to bridge their second diamond site, and they are. So 3 minutes and 50 seconds until Emerald 2. And then the fun begins. So right now we're just going to keep an eye on things and watch how Lone Tree builds out as we wait to engage Cupertino. All right, Brayton sending shout outs to the other team if they're reading. 2 minutes and 42 seconds until we engage. Both sides diligently building. All right, checking the chat. So far, nothing from the other team in the coaches chat. So both teams doing good. No technical issues that we need to deal with, which is always refreshing. And what we got going on here? Oh, looks like Lone Tree went ahead and put some glass on their bed. That's always a good thing. So notice the angle front to back towards mid. Really, they probably should cover the sides as well. Looks like they started to on this side. Glass is resistant to TNT. So fireballs, TNT, those are great projectiles to throw at the enemy bed. If they haven't constructed it correctly, it will do a lot of damage. So Lone Tree taking advantage of the properties of glass. It's a little expensive, cost you some diamonds. Not sure if Cupertino followed a similar strategy since they're already kind of pyramided their bed as it is. It doesn't look that big though, so I don't think they did, but they did put up this fortification wall, so it looks like they're definitely going heavier on defense this round. I think, from a personal opinion, I think this might be a little overkill as far as the defense goes, just more like it's more of a wall, which seems like a waste of resources instead of just having a couple towers. But you know what? We'll see if it works out for them because, you know, what do I know? They could definitely have used this before to great effect. Lone Tree filling in the gaps on their side. Oh, there they did. They did. They completed the glass. So nice cover there. And 10 seconds until we engage. All right, we are live now with the engagement. Lone Tree, whoa, pushing quick across the middle. And Cupertino there doing a little bit more of the offense in the beginning of the game. So it looks like they realized they had more of a sit-back game, collecting some emeralds. Looks like he's got the whole collection, and he is headed back for home. Lone Tree there, players there to try to stop him. Doesn't look like they're going to catch him, though. And the fireball takes out. Oh, does not take out. But, oh, and into the void he goes. So unable to store. That is unfortunate for Cupertino. Zane goes in for an initial exploration of the enemy fortifications. Finds the bed and just starts chopping Iron Golem in place. Those Iron Golems are pretty powerful, but he just took it out. And there's another Iron Golem. It has got a lot of strength. They are very expensive. Excellent defenders. As Zane goes and builds himself up a fortification, he gets up on the second floor. Island Golem can't really do much about it. Zane is kind of trapped at the moment, though. And they have a player sitting on top of the bed guarding, but Zane did make some damage. So let's see if he jumps back down or if he's able to stay away from the Iron Golem. All right, 3 players down low. Iron Golem slowly making his way around. Oh, another flare comes up, forces the issue. Zane drops down. He's fighting hard, but ultimately gets overpowered. Although 1v3 plus an Iron Golem, that was actually really great play as he managed to hold on for longer than I expected. All right, looks like Jackson's going to take his turn coming up the bridge. And let's see if he can get a little bit further. Iron Golem on the second floor. but 2 Cupertino players on the bridge coming out, and the Iron Golem does as well. Oh, and he is into the void. That is unfortunate, but expected. Oh, Iron Golem looks like it went down too. So their Iron Golem is now out of play. And we're back to PvP. So let's see if Lone Tree can mount another heavy offense, excuse me. All right, we see 2 coming down the middle here. Another one back in the base. All right, leaves one unaccounted for. Hiding from me, so we'll keep an eye on him a little bit later. But right now, this is where the action's at. As Lone Tree approaches, let's see if they launch a preemptive strike at all. Zane across the bridge. Oh, I think we might have an invisibility potion going on here. And we do, because there goes the placement. Brayden does it with great effect. Takes out the red bed. They are just out of the game that quick. 2 Cupertino players left. Lone Tree engaging. 1 player left. He's on the roof, I think, last time I saw him. Aha, there he is. So we'll see if they can flush him out. But excellent use of a invisibility potion. And this is basically about the end of Cupertino for this round, which will give the whole game to Lone Tree once they discover the last player. I'm not telling them where he is if we can see him, but I'm not saying. But it won't be long. And right now this just becomes a game of cat and mouse. All right, we see action coming up, and there we go with the fireball. And Jackson gets a coup de grace, and Lone Tree takes the match 2-0 as Lone Tree takes out Cupertino in this best of 3. Congratulations, Lone Tree. A well-fought game. That was outstanding play. Love to see the action this week. That was good strategizing. We'll be back again next Thursday for another round. In the meantime, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will catch you next Thursday for week 6. I think it is week 6. In the meantime, good night. Signing off.